KJ to Chody, driving his way down the paint, scoops the left hand. Alley-oop, caught by Dak and a slam. Holy cow! He flipped it up with the left hand, and Dak exploded with a throwdown with two hands.
All right, fellas, that's a hell of a win, man. You talk about grinding out. That was a March victory. That was not easy. They're a good defensive team. They're a good team overall. But you know what? So are we. You guys got the heart of champions, and now we're getting a chance to play for a championship, which is what we came here to do.
Well, the Buffaloes pick up win number 24 of the season as they win in the semifinals, knocking off Washington State here in Las Vegas in the Pac-12 championships. Voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. You've seen her a lot on the Pac-12 network over the years. Ashley ADAMSON joining us here for a couple of minutes. Are you emotional right now in the last basketball broadcast on the Pac-12 network?
Yeah, you know, I am. Right. It is emotional, and it's been an emotional couple weeks. I've been in Las Vegas for going on 13 days now. We were here for the women's tournament, which is why my voice sounds like this. But it is emotional, and yet I'm really grateful and proud to have been a part of this thing, and it's going to be a fun one tomorrow night. So talk to me tomorrow night. There may be a few tears, but right now I'm looking forward to some good basketball.
All right. How about this game here tonight? So that was a backyard brawl out there, wasn't it?
It was. It was a backyard brawl, and that was one of the best defensive games that I've seen. Usually when you say that was a great defensive matchup, it was usually thinking that, maybe it's just that teams weren't hitting shots, but that was just unbelievable. And Colorado, 8 straight wins. It feels like KJ Simpson came and sat on our set, and he said, no one believed. No one believed. And here we are. So I'm happy for the Buffs. I'm a Denver girl. My brother went to see you. He's out here to watch the game. So it's going to be a good one tomorrow night. The top 2 seeds gone on the final day.
I was going to say, I don't think anybody was expecting Arizona not to be here. Now, Wazoo was kind of a surprise team this year, but still was incredibly impressive. Oregon, Colorado. What's been your take on those two all season long?
Well, I would just say for Oregon, what we saw tonight against Arizona, they lose their best player. He goes out early, and N'Faly Dante, he's been riddled with injuries his entire career. He comes back and plays for his 5th year. For him to come back and impact the game the way that he did, Oumar Ballo was 5 for 5 from the floor in the first half. He did not even take a shot in the second half. So it was just an impressive, gritty win. Dana Altman was in tears celebrating with his players on the court afterwards. So you know this meant something to them. And now they've got a chance to punch their ticket to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot on the line for the championship game as the Buffs will take on the Oregon Ducks. After the victory of the Cougars, we heard from head coach Tad Boyle in a press conference. Powered by Ford. Cars, trucks, and SUVs built for America. Built Ford proud.
Well, this is a hell of a college basketball game. It wasn't the prettiest game by any means. It was a little bit ugly at times, but you had 2 teams out there just battling it and getting after it. And really, they're the best field goal percentage defensive team in our league. We're like 6, but our defense has gotten a lot better over the last 3-4 weeks. I've talked about it, and we did a great job. We forced them into 19 turnovers. That's something that Washington State doesn't do very often, is turn the ball over. So our pressure, I think, got to them. That was part of our game plan. But so proud of these guys, just the fight and the grit that they played with down the stretch. And we made plays when we had to make plays, and we weren't at our best. I don't think Washington State was at their best, but you know what? I think we each had a lot to do with that. We had a lot to do with them not playing as well offensively as maybe they normally do, and I think they maybe had something to do with why we didn't play as well offensively. They got good players. They're well coached. They've had a hell of a year. Big-time win by some big-time guys and big-time players.
There's the head coach, Tad Boyle, after the Buffaloes get the semifinal win over the Cougars. We continue with Ashley ADAMSON for the Pac-12 Conference. Colorado this season. I mean, KJ Simpson's been so good all year long, right? You kind of expected him to have great performances, but it's been the other guys that have come in and really been impressive for them, don't you think?
Yeah, and one note on KJ Simpson. I would say he just is somebody who, and I've talked about it with a lot of the guys that I work with, he could have easily been player of the year. I think Caleb Love, you understand he's the best player on the best team, though he was held at 6 points tonight in the semifinals. KJ has been terrific, and you could also make the case that he's the most improved player as well. But I think Javon Hadley is someone that we probably don't talk about enough. All these guys on the Colorado team. Eddie Lampkin came on our set last night, and I'm like, are you auditioning for a role? He was hilarious. He stayed into the highlights. He was. We were showing him some of his own highlights, and he was like, oh, So it was, there's a lot of good characters on this team. And I just think, again, Colorado has sort of flown under the radar nationally. They haven't had the season early on that maybe a lot of people thought. Tad Boyle was not happy when they were picked 5th to finish in the conference in the preseason. And to see what they're doing, it's all about in basketball. Can you get hot at the right time? Can you be healthy at the right time? And Colorado, 8 in a row, they're doing that.
You know what I think would have been a great feature on the Pac-12 network? To mic up Eddie during a game. He's talking all the time.
You know what? You should talk to the Fox crew. They should do that tomorrow night. That is a terrific content idea.
I asked him one time, I said, what are you talking about? And he didn't know. And I asked his teammates, what is he talking about? And they said, we're not sure either.
We're not sure either.
He's talking all the time.
Yeah. No, he is. And that's what makes this... That is what makes this sport, and that is what makes our jobs so fun, right, Mark? Like, we get to see and meet and get to know all of these incredible personalities, and Eddie's a big personality, but there's a lot of them out there. People always ask me, okay, you cover the league. Who's your favorite team? We know you have a team that you is it Colorado because you're from there? And I always just say you cheer for people. You end up getting to know people and coaches, and you just end up cheering for people.
I always say we're in the interesting business, right? That's what we like.
Yes.
Friend, good to see you.
Very interesting.
Congratulations on the
Thank you.
great work you've done all these years in the Pac-12
Appreciate you,
Network.
Mark.
All right, Ashley Adamson joining us from the Pac-12 Conference and the Pac-12 Network.